Good evening, AJ. Good evening. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Um, just get a few more in, see if there's a few more coming in. So let's start the ball rolling. Good evening, Ilias. Good evening. Good evening, Adam. Hope you're well, Adam. Jake. Voice of reason. That's right. That's what I am. The voice of reason. By the way, congratulations, Arsene Wenger, for getting his new job, joining the FIFA organisation. So at least he'll get fed and watered and taken all over the place. And a nice little job for him there. Really good job for him. And congratulations. He'll keep his mind occupied. I didn't think he'd get back into management, but I think that'll probably be. Maybe one of his first jobs would be to sack after these referees that are about at the moment in the Premier League, but I don't think he can do that, so maybe not. Good evening, Charlie. Good evening, Ben. What we're going to talk about at the moment? What is there to talk about? Emery is still here. I don't know what's happening. It's not happening. He's still here. He's been given 5 or 6 games to get it ready. I think he's a bit lucky in some respect because he could pick the 3 worst teams in the league in the next 3 games. So this gives him a chance to get us back on track again. But I think the writing is on the wall eventually. I don't think whatever happens, I think come May, whatever happens now, I think we need a different direction. And I think that'll be the end of Unai Emery. Maybe he might go before then, but I don't think he'll be here after May. I'll be very surprised if he is. Yes, Arsenal have gone backwards. Torreira wants to leave. Thank you, Zane, for that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Good evening. Good evening. I can't even say it. No. How does he say it? Good evening. Oh, I don't know. No. I'm done with it. I really am done with all this, I tell you. Gomez versus Sterling. Yeah, that surprised me that Gomez didn't get. He was involved in that fracas. Why hasn't he been banned? On is it tomorrow they're playing England? Is it tomorrow? I don't know about looking well, mate. Would Ty say we could? Yeah, funny you should bring Ty up. We had this with Kevin Campbell yesterday, and thank you, Kevin, for coming on. I mean, it's a pleasure to have an Arsenal legend on our show, and really appreciate it giving his time. And what more can I say? Thank you, Zane, for that. Could we spend? Yeah, will we spend on a big manager, says Zane. Yeah, thank you for that as well, Zane, for that. Well, we'll have to, I think, if we really want to get where we belong or where we should be challenging for titles, we need a bigger personality, a bigger name, and an elite manager. As I said it back in January, that Unai Emery is not an elite manager. He's not an elite manager. Anyway, we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, am I Scottish? No, I wish. I love the Scots though. The funny way I was going back to the thing with Campbell, and Ty said we could have easily won all 12 games. We could easily be on 36 points. And I just couldn't believe it because for me, we could have easily lost all the 12 games. Why did you retract that, Debbie? I didn't see that. What was the message you sent me? You detracted it. Thank you very much. Is it Stuffy? I didn't get that, but thank you for the pint. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, he said to me that we could have been on 36 points. Well, I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I can't imagine Ty talking to Josie after a game, but I don't think he will either. Um, uh, should Yeah, that's a good point. Chambers could play centre midfield, defensive midfield. That's not a bad shout. That he's not done too bad since he's come in. He's been one of the players that hasn't played too bad while he's been in the team. Whether he can play, thank you, Paul from Dublin. Thank you very much for that. Um, he's been, I think he's done all right. He's one of the few that have come out with any sort of credit this year. Who's this? Who's this? Hold on. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, don't want to ask that. That. How did the friendly go against Google? It went it went right. We won in the end. We won the game. Very tight game. Uh, not the best of performances from the boys. They know it. I've told them that, and hopefully we got another big game next week. So hopefully we'll get it right for that. Oh, I was at that game. It was Coventry City actually. Sammy Nelson when he pulled his shorts down by the North Bank. I was at that game. I think it was a one. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 1-1 draw. I think it was I was the equaliser, but I remember being at the game, and he done that. Yeah, it was just after actually we reached the final of the FA Cup. So yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Do you not? Phil says, do you know any Russians to play for Arsenal? Well, we did have Arshavin, didn't we? Why didn't Ty have an interview on Saturday? He couldn't find the camera crew, and I was struggling to find it, and we nearly got in trouble with the coach because we. No, I've not heard anything about Liam. Liam who? Sorry, I didn't get that. Which Liam are you talking about? What news about Liam? I didn't get the whole. Top four over for us now. No, nothing's over because it's only 12 games gone, but it's going to be very difficult. Oh no, I've not heard anything about DT. I'm not DT is got his own. I don't get involved. I've not heard nothing, but I think he deserves a bit of privacy as well. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get. I'm not going to get into all that rubbish anyway. Have you ever? Sorry. Have Ty ever been left behind at a match? Yes, yes. One, I think it was last season. I think if I remember rightly, I think it was the Blackpool game where we actually left him, and then he caught up with us in someone else's car because he couldn't find his way back to the coach. He got. Hold on. Hold on. What's this? Someone. I would love to have Nick Johnson. I would love to have Chris Hudson on my show. Love to have him. If he's ever got the time, I'd love to have him on. You know, very, very knowledgeable football fan. I love Chris Hudson. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Very knowledgeable, old school, and he's a really nice guy. And I'd love to have him on. Very entertaining as well. So. Bully is looking after his mum, who's not been very well, so all the best to him as well. Hope everything goes all right for him, and hope to see him back in a football ground very soon. And oh, Jake, I was going to ask, do you know where Robbie is for AFTV after every game? Normally, Burkamp statue. Sometimes, if it's really raining and the weather's poor, he's just by the stairs on Drayton Park. So he's by there, but normally it's by the Burkamp statue. Thanks for that. Where is Ginger Chris? Not seen Ginger Chris for ages. He does go, but I don't see him. Klopp or Guardiola? Actually, I like Klopp. I think Klopp. I'm about 10 minutes away, walking wise, from the Emirates. Asked Claude, my friend is. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, who's that from Norway? Sorry. Hold on. Martin from Norway, hello. Claude, you. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Clark, he does have a lot of gear, but you only see him on football days, that's why. You only see him in that gear on football days, yeah. My thoughts on Charlton. Unfortunately, I don't get much get time to see any other football, but Premier League football at the moment, so I wouldn't know. I think they're sitting comfortably in the Championship at the moment, from what I last heard, anyway. How can Ty? Yeah, I'll try and get back with Kenny soon. I will speak to him or get the morning shows back on again quite soon. But I think Kenny's been quite busy, so no, that would be good to get back on the good morning. Get me out of bed early as well. Favourite Italian team, but is that Bordner? My favourite Italian team is Juventus. I think they're unbeaten this year, aren't they? Claude in true Thai went to a wedding. Did Ty go to a wedding in an Arsenal tracksuit? No, I don't think. Not in even he would do that. I don't think he would. No, what happens with Ty, Zane, thanks for that again. What happens, Zane, with Ty is that he listens to the commentary. So he likes to, while he's watching the game, he listens to either the commentary from Arsenal player or if we're away in, like, say, Leicester, he'll listen to Radio Leicester, BBC Radio Leicester, and things like that. And just so he gets what they're saying. So, say, for example, if they feel it's a penalty, and he will say, well, look, they're saying on the radio that it's a penalty and things like that. So he does listen to commentary during the game. Favourite pizza topping is margarita. Who was that that sent that? Wait a minute. Uh, your main audience is Scottish. No, I don't know, mate. I don't. I think we've got a lot of Americans on here as well. I love the Americans as well. I love their attitude, and I've got a lot of good friends in America. Oh, he does argue with the commentary. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Aubameyang leaving. I think that all depends where we stand. If we're out of the Champions League, I think he will go. Max Berry, favourite place to go in the world? That's a hard one. Oh, I don't really know because I'd love to go to. I'll tell you where I would love to go. I've never been is to the USA. I've never been to the USA, so who knows? Maybe this summer I might just try. Did I go to Ipswich away? Yeah, I went to Ipswich away the year we beat in the. No, it was actually. I went in the 70s, but I also remember the game in the early 80s when was it? When we beat them, they were going for the title with Villa, and we turned up there, and I thought, no, we can't win it. We ain't going to win this, and we won 2-1. I think it was 2-1. We won. I think Paul Davis got one. I'm not sure if Peter Nicholas scored one of the goals. Anyway, we beat them 2-1, and it was a good day out. A good day out. I think that really one of the reasons why we derailed their title bid, didn't we? Really. Who's better, Prime, Henry or the Brazilian Ronaldo? I'll call it a tie, yeah, because I don't want to upset Thierry. Call it a tie. Both great players, though, by the way. My favourite modern stadium. No, I can't even answer that. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't like. See, I prefer old school. I prefer the old stadiums. Yeah, Clutch. He's a fun character. I watch his videos. They are fun. He's never down. I don't think I've ever seen him down, even after the worst defeat. He's always got a little song there. I think us as fans, we all take things differently, don't we? And he does show a positive side to it. But me myself, I'm not just. I couldn't sing a bad tune. But that's Kelechi, and he's a character, lovely guy, and yes, I do watch his videos. They're quite good, actually. Yeah, I'm looking at it. What's in the mug? Tea. It's a cup of tea, mate. Best interviews viewers on AFTV. Who are the best interviewers? I go. No, they're all. Everyone's good. I think they're all got their different. They're all enjoyable to watch. I think they all have different ways of doing things. Graham is very good at analysing tactics. Lee troops and DT are very passionate, but they've also got knowledge as well. And Kenny Ken is one of the most knowledgeable on there as well. Kenny Ken, Avzal comes in there. He can put a bit as well in there. They're all very good. Everyone, I think they're all. Mo is always very good at analysing games, and everyone, even Chris Hudson, when he does appear on there, but it doesn't appear that much. They're all very good. They're all very good. Hopefully one day I'll be just as good as they are, but unfortunately, no, they're very good. And even Sonny, someone's put Sonny up there as well. Sonny does. He says he's very open with what he says, very passionate. You know, it's a mixture of passion, knowledge, tactical awareness, everything in these interviews. It's a good. Not everyone's cup of tea, of course. AFTV. I mean, I know we've had a lot of criticism in the last few weeks, but I think a lot of people don't have to watch it. People can maybe not like certain characters. They might not, but there are characters on there they might like. You know, right? So I think it's a great thing actually, and may it continue. Any more questions before I go? No, I think there's some great shows on AFTV as well. You got, I think, the Buyer show is very, very entertaining. I think DT's and Robbie's show is very good as well. I think it's very. I quite enjoy watching. Lee Judges and Kevin Campbell's now very enjoyable. It's just come on. Talk is Cheap is good as well now. That's with Curtis, a new arrival on the scene. He's not a bad player as well, by the way. They're all good shows. They're all very entertaining, and even Bav and Lumos with their What You're Saying. That's good. I have not seen anything on this week's What You're Saying yet, but I hear Bav has put another one out with Robbie. So they're all good. They're all good shows and very entertaining. If I had to go for my favourite one, I have to say, I think the one I really like, but I've been watching it a lot lately, is the one with DT and Robbie every week when they completely go through the week's football and everything. I think they're all great. All of them are great. Yeah, I'm not very good on uploads, but I stick to live streams at the moment. But maybe it'll come when I get my some proper equipment. I can do uploads as well, because at the moment I haven't got it, and I'm not the greatest for editing stuff either. So this is what you get at the moment. Jack Webb put a good point there. Should we assign Johnny Evans? Yeah. Why not? Does a job. Oh my God, there's a comment there. Thomas King. Was you at St Andrews when Eduardo? Yes, I was there, and I looked in horror. I looked in horror that day, and that was the day I think everything went wrong for us, and our title went wrong. And then stupid that goal cliche went and done so ridiculous tackle in the box, and we got punished, and seeing William Gallas losing it on the halfway line at the again, and it was a bad afternoon, and because I thought he was a great talent, Eduardo, and him and Adebayor were really striking a good partnership together, and I really think we could have won the league that year, but I've said my piece about John Cross on the Claude and Ty show yesterday. Not happy, mate. Not happy. Not happy that these people think you can't talk to players yet. What ridiculous. They want unity 1 minute. They're saying they want unity, and then the next minute you can't mix with players. Well, what do you want then? You want unity or don't you want unity? Bullshit. Jack, I was there. I was in Paris for that final, but I think too many things happened that night. The sending off, and that Henry miss. We should if only he'd put that one away, would have been. I think we'd have won. We would have won the Champions League, but we should have won. Actually, we should have won the Champions League in 2004. We put too much emphasis, too much on this unbeaten Invincibles. I would have taken one defeat to win the Champions League that season, and that's how I look at it. But we've all got different opinions, haven't we? One more minute, and then and few more questions, and then I'm going to call it a day. Hyper Frantic says he wants Lundberg till the end of the season. Yeah, good choice. Might revitalise the team. Whether it's a long term, not so sure. Hopefully, I'm going to have a chat with Kenny tonight. I might have that on tomorrow morning. Who knows? We shall see. TalkSport are a disgrace. Ridiculous they have that platform. Says Raj, sorry. No, I'm not against Mourinho coming. There's a few Arsenal fans that are against it. I'm not against it at all. I think the club needs some sort of lift at the moment, some sort of organisation, and I think Jose can do that. But I don't think he's going to go down well with others. But thoughts on Jason Cundy? What's he done? What's Jason Cundy done? If someone can tell me what Jason Cundy has done, I will give you my thoughts. Thank you, Hazib. Right, favourite ref in the EPL? I don't think there is one, mate. I think they're all rubbish. Fancy a beer, fella? Alex, yes, if you're around anytime, mate. Vieita, thoughts on Mourinho? As I said, I'm for it for the time being. Arteta, I don't know. Is he a number one or a number two? I'm not sure. Cheers, Charajit, Moez, Arteta, says Arteta. Someone claiming to be my father says, oh, Jesus. What fame? I haven't got no fame, mate. I'm not famous at all, so I don't know where this fame is coming from. Thomas King says, all the best. Thanks for the love of the videos. Thank you very much. Alex, over 40 years supporting our club. Well done, Alex. That's brilliant. That's amazing. Is Troops back to being Emery in again? I don't know. I've not heard anything like that. If he is, I don't know. I've not heard him say he's back in. If he is, I'll be very surprised. Not straight away, anyway. Oh dear. I'll try and get you on one day, Alex. I'll try and get you on. It's not up to me, though. I don't have any control of it. All right, I'll end the show like that. I'll end the show with Mackenzie Smith. It's time to go! Take care, everyone.